On May 19, 1845, one of the most enigmatic expeditions in human history officially set sail. Led by Sir John Franklin, the expedition aimed to discover the legendary Northwest Passage, departing with two formidable ships. Yet within just a year, the entire crew was trapped in ice, and all traces of them gradually faded into oblivion. What really happened to them amidst the harsh mysteries of the Arctic? On that same date in London, England, a significant event occurred as Sir John Franklin's expedition prepared to embark. Their journey was more than just a maritime adventure. It was an effort to explore the Northwest Passage, a mythical route through the Arctic Ocean that held immense commercial promise for Britain. Equipped with the powerful HMS Erebus and HMS Terror, the expedition included 129 members, comprising sailors and scientists, many of whom had dedicated their lives to the field of oceanography. As they sailed through the Baffin Bay and Lancaster Sound that July, their journey progressed smoothly. However, starting in 1846, the expedition faced harsher realities. They became trapped in ice near King William Island. The brutal weather and icy conditions took a toll on the crew's morale and health. Records show that on June 11, 1847, Sir John Franklin died on King William Island, leaving a lost crew in a cruel and mysterious environment. More than 3 years after the expedition vanished, an official search began. Fleets were dispatched by the British government to look for signs of Franklin and his crew. In 1850, one search fleet discovered a stone grave on Beechey Island, indicating that the Franklin expedition had anchored there during the winter of 1845. This finding raised more questions than answers. How did they survive in such dire circumstances? How could a seasoned group vanish without a trace? In 1854, explorer John Ray met with the Inuit near Kugaruk, who informed him of the tragic fate of the expedition. They recounted signs of despair and a hunger that led to unimaginable actions. Ray reported to the British government that the expedition had faced starvation, even resorting to cannibalism in their desperation. Yet, it wasn't until 1984 to 1986 that the full story of Franklin's tragedy began to unfold. Under Owen Beatty's direction, the team at Beechey Island exhumed the remains of the expedition, finding high lead concentrations in the sailors' bodies. A hypothesis emerged. Could the lead levels have resulted from contaminated drinking water from food storage containers? Factors like lead poisoning or disease might have led to the crew's demise. In 2016, further research under Jenny Christensen focused on a sample from the remains of John Hartnell. A lack of zinc was revealed, sounding alarm bells for researchers. They suggested that a meat-deficient diet may have caused malnutrition, leaving them vulnerable to diseases like pneumonia or tuberculosis. Amid the tragic fate of the Franklin expedition, one question lingers: who is truly responsible for this disaster? Their leader, Sir John Franklin, known for his illustrious career and contributions to the Navy, never witnessed the harsh reality he led his team into. Addison's disease, a form of adrenal disorder, was often cited as a leading cause of death. But why did a well-prepared expedition lack contingency plans for such emergencies? While HMS Erebus has been found and excavated, the second vessel, HMS Terror, remains undiscovered to this day. Its presence lingers like a ghost, hidden within the Arctic ice, lost to the depths of time and mystery. The Northwest Passage they sought may not have fulfilled their efforts, but it opened doors to new maritime trade opportunities and future explorations with more advanced equipment and strategies. Thus, the tragedy of the Franklin expedition is not just a tale of mysterious disappearance, but a poignant lesson on nature's harshness and human limitations. Modern scientific discoveries shed more light on their fate, but can they truly explain the motives and bravery of those who dared to confront the unimaginable? And at the end of this long journey, the question remains hauntingly: will the mysteries of this tragedy ever be unraveled, or is it merely the beginning of further curiosities about what transpired in the frozen heart of the Arctic? Another maritime journey will surely unfold, and perhaps more mysteries await to be clarified.